So it's Damian with V13. I'm joined by Sam and Cameron of Asking Alexandria. How you guys doing? You okay?
Good, man, good. Yeah, glad to be here.
Fantastic. So, you're playing Slam Dunk this year. How's it going so far? You're looking forward to playing your set?
Definitely. This is our first time here, playing Slam Dunk, so we're really stoked. I mean, I just arrived, about an hour ago, so it's all a bit we flew in from all over, didn't we? You just flew, didn't you fly in yesterday?
I flew in yesterday, yeah.
Yeah, I came a few days before, so it's kind of nice to regroup with the guys, and yeah, it's kind of nice weather. I'm not sure if it's going to stay like this or not, but...
Do you know what? This is absolutely perfect weather. I mean, I keep bringing this up with everyone, actually. So last year at Download, I don't know if you, it was blazing hot.
It was.
No shade.
Yeah, it was brutal.
Yeah, you were there.
We were there last year.
So this is absolutely a godsend. It's the perfect weather.
Clouds, love it.
Yeah. So you've just flown in. What have you been doing before you got here?
Before, sleeping in a hotel all day yesterday. I kind of fucked myself a little bit because I just slept all the way through the day yesterday, and then I was awake all night. So, yeah.
I went up to I took a train up north to go and see family. I've not seen him forever. It was my brother's birthday yesterday, or 2 days ago, and just try to catch it for the few days because we just came off a US run. When did that? On the 20th or something? And here we are now already.
So how was the US run? I mean, I always like to ask this. How do you feel that the US crowds compared to the British crowds? Who's better? And bear in mind, you are in England at the moment.
Who's better? Definitely the Ink now. It's just different. The festivals, and we always love coming and doing the festivals in the UK and also Europe. They're massive, and I think that it's cool to see. It's cool to. I mean, I like doing Europe. I mean, don't get better than that when it comes to festival season.
The UK Europe festivals are brilliant. I mean, they do the festivals I would say the best. They're just brilliant. They're massive.
As far as the crowds go, we've been hitting America for a long time. For a long time. So it's nice. It's cool to do it this last year. But we don't come back here as often, so it feels special when we do because it's where we're from. We're trying to change that and come back a little bit more, but when we do come back, it feels like a special occasion, so we like to go all out,
Yeah, because who was it you supported? What was it? Was it Wembley you played
with Shinedown?
That was it. Thank you.
Yeah.
So I couldn't remember the band at all. All I know is the lady behind the camera waving for you. She was just loving the whole time.
Oh,
and
nice.
She didn't know you guys at the time.
Oh, well, yeah, that's awesome.
She'd heard of you, and she was like,
nice. That's good to know. Thank you.
So, I'll throw myself on the questions again. I always do this. So now you're playing festivals like Slam Dunk and all that.
Yeah.
What would you have as your top priority on a rider if you could have anything at all?
A rider? Well, if we didn't have a good amount of beer, I think that'd be a terrible thing, wouldn't it?
Yeah, just alcohol in general. If there's not enough, it might be a bit of an issue.
Danny would say dude wipes. He needs to have his dude wipes.
Yeah.
You gotta keep. You know what dude wipes are?
I probably do, but
Is it an American thing? It's just wet wipes for
basically wet wipes, but
for dudes.
So the classic festival cleanup, when you're camping.
Oh, he's adamant. He'll have a pack a day, won't he?
So,
weird one, that one. I'm sorry, that was weird.
So after your US tour, after Slam Dunk and everything, what will be next on the cards for you guys?
We go straight back to I'm flying back on the 1st of June to. We're going to Dallas, aren't we, to play on the 3rd for South by So What festival.
A few days off after these 2 shows, and then
Then we have summer off.
Yeah,
because we've been hitting it hard. The beginning of this year, we've been all over the world.
So what does downtime consist for you guys? I know you sleeping. To be fair.
Changing nappies.
Won't be that much sleeping.
Be a lot of dad time. Dad time. Yeah.
Well, I'll have to tell you a dad joke at the end of this because that's how I always end the show.
I'm collecting them. Go.
But have you got any plans for a new record or anything like that? Will that be something that we can start thinking?
There's always. I think that's funny because anytime anyone asks that, it's have you started doing this? Have you started? We never stop creating and thinking about it. But it's when you do get a bit of time, that's the only time you can really throw yourself at it. So maybe we'll see what happens in summer. But it's the only time really this year we've had a chance to even think about that. Getting the ideas that we've been talking about into something. So we'll see. We'll see.
So obviously you played America and all of that. Where do you really love playing? I mean, what's the top country perhaps or festival?
South America is just insane.
That's probably up there. Yeah, Mexico,
Brazil.
Wow, Mexico, Brazil.
I do hear those Brazilian fans kick it off.
It's next level. The loudest, crazy. They're just so passionate. It's wild. And also, I would say, this might shock you, but I think like even in Europe, like Germany's really good for it too. They show the same, like, you know, it'll be day 3 of a festival, and it's they all look like they're on day 1, at like 1 a.m. They're just ready for it still. Like, yeah, the Germans do it pretty good too, you know.
So obviously Germany was, well, they do, it kicks off in Germany.
It
I
does,
know. I've been to Wacken. Have you been to Wacken? You played that?
We've done Wacken before. I think we've done Wacken, yeah. Can't remember now. It all blurs into one now. I think so, but I was just watching some footage of Wacken yesterday actually, with Steel Panther playing it.
Oh, really?
Oh mate, hilarious, so good. Yeah.
So if you could go on tour with absolutely anyone, who would be your, like, the pinnacle? Either, let's just say, have them support you, because, you know.
That'd be even better, wouldn't it?
Yeah, exactly. Have
But
someone
I don't
open
know,
up
it
for you.
depends. You can't have them too. Go wait. What then? All-time favourite, dead or alive, or is it just
That could be it. Yeah, dead or alive. Go for it.
dead or alive? Well, it depends where we're at. I don't know. Like, we've toured with so many bands and done festivals with like Slipknot, and Avenged, and we've even done like, you know, it's crazy. We played Muse. We did Muse, didn't we? Where
That was in like Hungary.
Yeah, it was. I'd do Muse. If we were in Europe, I'd do Muse, because they just, wow, the show's just incredible. One of my favourite bands.
Yeah.
So whenever someone says something like a band like Muse and all that, I'm always there going, do
How
you
would
guys
it-
match up? Like,
I know.
in that regards.
You asked me what I wanted. It didn't have to make sense.
I know. But have you ever played any shows perhaps with a band that you're sort of going, we don't quite
Oh
meet
yeah.
the same sort of
It
style?
happens all the time. Yeah. I don't want to. Yeah, I mean, sometimes it's a bit of a melting pot, especially at festivals, you know. But that's kind of what keeps it cool. All walks of life that might not have come to some of your shows would see you, and that's what's cool. You just, you know, they'd never get the chance otherwise, because they just wouldn't have thought to come.
So is there anything special planned for Slam Dunk this year, or is it just going to be like a kick-ass show, making sure that crowd is jumping, or have you got any surprises perhaps? that could come out?
Surprises.
I mean, Rory brought out like someone dressed in a diaper, so I mean, like,
There's always, the thing is, it's with an asking show, there's always surprises. It surprises us sometimes, so who knows? I think, like I said before, it's not often we come here back to the UK, so when we do, we really like to go all out, give it some. So it's going to be a high energy, it's going to be a good day. It's going to be a good day. Yeah.
Fun set list. If you're an Asking fan, it's from front to back. It's going to be a really fun set list.
amazing.
Oh yeah.
So obviously we're hoping for a new album soon, but you know, we'll see what happens.
You got one
there.
last year. What do you mean?
I'm a greedy sod. Like I was like, yep, something's come out. Now I want more.
Well, we never stop thinking about it, and we're
Yeah.
always, you know,
So-
someone's got some time to think about it more.
So again, dead or alive, if you could collaborate with anyone on a song, who do you think it would be?
Collaborate. Who would you like to collaborate with, Cam? Anyone, dead or alive? I think guitarist would be a guitarist you'd like to collaborate with. Hard one. You really put us on the spot with
It's a
that.
tough one. Yeah, I never know who to
Say when you get asked that
say
question.
with those questions. There's
Who-
just too many.
What do you think who would you like to see us collaborate with?
Woohoo!
Who knows?
Oh, they flipped the switch on me there. Who would I like to
Yeah, who
see
do you
you
think would-
collaborate with?
With us specifically.
Oh.
What do you think it would be? Maybe we should start asking the questions here.
I think you should. All right, I'll tell you what, let's flip the switch. So who do I want to see you collaborate with?
It's hard, isn't it?
Yeah, it can be actually. Jesus. Like, you put me on the spot. I'd never be interviewed very well. Like, I don't know what. I'm going to say Fred Durst for someone because like
You know
reason.
what?
I think that'd be a
Oh
fun
my-
one.
That's actually
Yeah.
that is a good suggestion actually.
Yeah,
We'd love Biscuit, so
Yeah.
or even Wes. That'd be cool too.
Wes.
Yeah.
Just Limp Bizkit in general.
Yeah, the whole
they're
band.
legends.
Good, you know,
They're
some of them are really good friends with us as well. Like,
Yeah.
we've played with them a few times, and they're such a good band.
They're
dude.
amazing.
Such a good band. Yeah, every time I see them, I'm just like blown away. That'll do.
Amazing. Well, before I move on to the next question, have you got another question for me if we're flipping the switch?
No, I'm
That's
terrible
it,
at
I'm gonna put you on
interviewing.
the spot now. Right, well, I think I'm going to like call it and say, right, you're both dads, yeah?
Yeah, all right.
So you like dad jokes?
Love them.
I love ending on a dad joke. So I'm going to ask you to come up with one in a minute. Don't worry if you can't. But do you know what? Recently, I've had a lot of problems with my neighbours. So I put a high voltage electric fence around my property.
Right.
The neighbour is dead against it.
Terrible. Love.
I
Brilliant.
know.
Love
There
it.
you go.
I can't follow that. I can't follow it.
I'm not a
Dead
I'm a
against-
dad, but I don't have any dad jokes.
Yeah, you do. They just come out like
Yeah.
it's like a
I'm
birth,
just
isn't
not
it? You
quite
just
there.
can't help it.
Not quite there.
To be fair, you'd think I'd come out with them like just on the spot, but no, I've got a notebook full of bad jokes just so I've got them ready. Anyway, guys, I want to thank you so much for chatting to us. It's
Hey,
been an
man.
absolute pleasure.
Nice to meet you, man.
Thanks a
Thank
lot.
you.
Good luck with the
Appreciate
show later, and I can't wait to check it out.
Awesome. Thank
Anyway,